Good afternoon, good people. It's your boy Carcino here in his dirty house. Saying to you all, wish you all nothing but the best. What's up, Richie? You always first on the line. Everybody needs your internet connection. Now, the game of hip hop, man, I love it. I love the story of hip hop, the history, the good, the bad, the ugly, the not so pretty. All of it. See, hip hop was given to us as a John Doe business. We created it. We took from the past and made it our present. But some people weren't always appreciative of the things that they received. Some, not all, took things for granted. Oh, the Versace shades is on. Versace shades watching you. Now, let's continue to why you're here. You're here to. There was a time your boy Sean, Puffy, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him today. What's up, Mr. Sledge? I saw you in there. Decided he wanted to roll with Heavy D. Actually, he wanted an A&R job, but what he ended up getting was something else entirely. I'll be with y'all directly. Some things did not go right that should have went right as far as notifications and, suggested, being recommended. These are the things that are not being done properly here on the channel that we've been trying to fight against and get things rolling. Now I got to sit here and do it this way. I got to manually do this stuff. So it becomes a pain in my butt because people like LeBron James, the NBA, blah, blah, blah. They do what they do. Now, here's the deal. See, Puffy was in a jam. He was tired of being broke. He was hungry. So he went out there to Mount Vernon from Harlem and started rocking with Hev. Actually went to Heavy's house. So long story short, he's at the time working with Hev, background dancer, doing whatever he can to stay in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because he's living around all the hip hop artists. He was a guy that was throwing parties at clubs and, being a party planner. To now he wanted to be involved in the game. So he started off dancing. So while they doing shows and hitting the road and he didn't got real good with the people over there, with T-Roy and everybody else in the clique. And they got shows to do. Like, they got to move. They got to move around. They got to, do what they got to do. Did the IRS just say they're giving us an extension once I finish doing all my business taxes? Just like them. Just like them. So Omar Miller, you know him from 8 Mile. He actually loves boxing. He's a huge boxing fan. And he's going to be, I was supposed to be on there, but I guess they never gave a definitive time when I could be on there with him. But he's actually on the Boxing Socialist page. And he did an interview with Sean. So look out for that interview. It should be coming out soon. There's a clip of it right there. Yeah, he's a big avid boxing fan too. He's working on a movie right now. So it took a while to get that done. But when you're busy like me, I'm doing taxes, I could have been in that interview too. But shouts out to Sean, the Boxing Socialist, for getting that interview. That's great. Now back to what was going on with Puff. So anyway, they're hitting the scene, right? They decided to get on a show that got UTFO, they got Salt and Pepper, they had NWA, they had all these people on the bill, on the marquee. Going great, right? Sell out after sell out shows. Everybody coming in there. Ticket price is like $18, and you get to see everybody. MC Hammer was on the show. So anyway, they're in the Henry J Arena. So when they're in the Henry J Arena, in case y'all don't know where the Henry J Arena is, that's Oakland. So they was in the Bay, and they had a show to do. They was there that weekend for a show. And while they were there for the show in the Bay, yeah, they was at the Henry J Arena. So they got to perform there, and then they got like 2 days. So they get there on like a Friday night or Friday morning or whatever. So, they from New York. They out in Cali. Palm trees, movie stars. So Puffy is taking it all in. He's enjoying it. He's living it up. Now, Puff is normally different than the rest of the guys. Like, Hev ain't never really have to worry too much about Puff, because Puff was a businessman. He moved around like a businessman. So he was never somebody that Puffy had to hold his hand, or he had to hold Puff's hand, really. Puff was the guy that kept everybody else in line. So it was very weird that this day Puff was like real jumpy. And like Hev was trying to rest, before they go down and rehearse and do everything else. And go to the, go to the arena. He's like, they all like trying to see what's going on with Puff. Puff's like, hey, you gonna take a nap? You gonna take a nap, Hev? You should get some rest, and do all that. So Hev thinking like, all right, yeah, I am gonna take a nap and get some rest. But he's like, you should nap too. Y'all all should take a nap. But I know y'all ain't gonna do that. So all I'm gonna say is make sure y'all check with I forgot the guy's name, but they have one guy. They always it's his job to make sure everything on point. Make sure make sure y'all check in. So y'all know what time we gotta be there. To set up, meet up, and everything. We're gonna knock this out. So Hell trying to get some rest. So when Hell lay down to go take a rest or whatever, Puff get T-Roy and a couple of, I think he had some other guys, and they went out. They had met some damn women that they didn't know nothing about in the Bay, and they want to hang out with these girls. And they was coming to the show, and they was gonna get them some backstage passes and get them some access to come to the back. Because the guy at the door was like, look, y'all want to get some girls in the back, just slip us, a little bit of money and we'll make it happen. They ain't come in the back. So Puff was excited, the girls excited. So they going to hang out with the girls before the damn show even started. And the girls live 45 minutes away. Now, if you live in the Bay, that's nothing. But for them, they thinking like that's kind of far. They got to get back. Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. As the sabotage is in full effect. But they were like, what's going on here? Oh, what's good, Hulk? I see you. So they out there chilling, hanging out with the girls, dancing, having a good old time. T-Roy took his shirt off or whatever and dancing with the girls. So one of the guys coming there happened to be the overprotective cousin. So the girl's like, oh no, that's his cousin. He overprotective. And she was like, oh, they in the band. This Heavy D and the boys. They performing. Dude, like, I don't give a damn who he is. I just got home from work. They got to get out of here. And y'all can't take my car. Now, see, that's the thing. They were driving somebody else's car to pick them up. So they was out there looking stupid. Like, oh, man. Like, Puff there was stuck. Because Puff was out there looking dumb. Because now they stuck. And this was Puff's idea. Like, we can go do this, bounce back, and we going to be good. Hang out with the girls, bring the girls with us. So, now they stuck. Because now the dude was like, hey, y'all going to have to call a ride. Now, here's the thing. All of them are broke. Yeah, the cops. Okay. Well, anyway, here's the thing. All of them are broke. They really ain't got no money like that on them. They got enough probably for a cab, but they ain't had no money. So they thinking, man, we gonna have to make a call to get back to the crib. Like we don't know where we at or how we getting back. And the girls is like, that's okay, I'm gonna have my girlfriend, they gonna come pick us up. So the girls is thinking, they girls are thinking like they gonna pick them up on their way to the show. But her friends, they ain't going to the show like kick off. Heavy D don't even know when they finna perform yet. And there's a rehearsal. So naturally, Hev is upset. Once he finds out, he wakes up and then they can't find the guys. He looking at the guy who he hired. The guy that's with him who's supposed to be checking in with them to find out what was what. Because this ain't the plan. Oh, yeah. Talking about at Floyd House? Yeah, I remember that. But anyway, don't get off the subject. Anyway, so now they got to try to figure out another plan because riding with old girl, they friend they gonna get there at the time of the event. So they had to call Diddy. And then the cousin who's overprotective is like, man, I don't like this dude's attitude because Puff is, he turns into Puff. He want to use the guy phone. He telling him what's what. Nobody like to be told what to do. And they damn sure don't like to be told what to do in their own house. And if you come off as a little bit of arrogance in Oakland, it pisses them off to a whole nother level. They are the most hospitable people in the world. They'll embrace you and everything, but the moment you show a sign of arrogance, you done screwed up. And it's hard to get that back. It's hard. It's real hard to get that back. So wherever the girls then took them and everything, T is talking a little too aggressive to the cousin. Like, dude, we just gonna jack his phone. He's like, and Puff realized now this could turn to a situation and he screwed up at this moment because T is ready to whoop this dude, this cousin down in his own crib. And was like, dude, if he gives me that look one more time, I'm gonna go off. I'm just going off. That's it. So it was becoming a bit of a problem. He let Puff use the phone. Puff called the hotel so he could talk to get Hell's room. Nobody answered the phone. So he left a message at the front desk to let, in case he came in there, he left a message for Hev. Heavy showed up in the hood. Don't ask me how I know. Hev pulled up where they were at and got out of the car with 3 other dudes who were some major players in that area. Like dudes who lived in that territory in there. Puff don't even know how he found them. Like, how the hell did you find them? How y'all know we here? Puff got out the car and was like, don't talk to me. You, get in the car. I ain't mad at y'all. I'm mad at him. I told him what to do. He was like, I found y'all because these guys was coming to beat y'all down. He's like, it just so happened that her cousin called them, the guys that's in the car. Once she said y'all was with Heavy D and the boys, one of y'all started getting smart with him, so they was gonna teach y'all a lesson. Y'all disrespected this man in his home. Y'all apologized to him. So man, once he saw Heavy D, man, dude was the biggest fan in the world. Dude was like, that's Heavy D in my house. Hev pulled right up and jumped out the car, and Hev was driving. That's how crazy that was. Hev was driving the car. Puff was in the back looking silly. And he told him, he said, you ready to throw away your future? You say you want to be part of this game? You got to show discipline. How you gonna run a company of artists and you out here messing up with the artists? Man, Hell was getting them schooled to the game. Telling them, you ain't ready for this. I might send you home. Puff begged him, don't send him home. Don't send me home. Don't send me home. Like, I got it. Because T had a bit of a temper. And he'll go there. You know, he a fun-loving dude, but when things start getting out of hand, he'll go there. But because of Puff created that situation. He got too comfortable doing what he was doing. He pulled T-Roy, everything he wanted to go get the girls. Oh, they did the show, and I guess the show was sloppy. And he was like, see what I'm saying? You ain't focused on your job. You focused on out there. That's where you're going to be. You're going to be out there. Because y'all make me look bad. It's Heavy D and the boys. He was like, y'all want to hear something else? The record company, they don't give a damn about the boys. I pay y'all. They don't pay for y'all. I pay for y'all. They said, we don't want Heavy D. I mean, we don't want the boys. We just want Heavy D. I said, no, it's Heavy D and the boys, period. So Harrell went in there and made it possible that they got paid. Because they was paying Heavy and Heavy was paying them. So he went in there and constructed the contract to where they got paid. Oh no, somebody tried to be smart. I remember somebody tried to do that to Heavy D before. Get smart and call him the white. And he had to check them. Harrell was, man, that's what I'm saying. Harrell was like the realest dude on the streets. Like, he went out there like selling dope and doing all that. He was like, he was Paulie. You know, he's Paulie from Goodfellas. That's Harrell. That's Paulie from Goodfellas. No, one dude called him the white. Tried to be funny. Called him the white. He was like, if you ain't from Mount Vernon and you the white, to me, I'm gonna take it as disrespect. You trying to play me. People in business suits and offices call me head. They don't call me Dwight. He's like, they don't even call me Dwight at the bank. They say, oh, that's Heavy D. That's Hev. So if you can't call me Heavy D or Hev, and you call me Dwight, and I don't know you, you ain't from Mount Vernon, I'm going to take it as disrespect. I'm just going to let you know. Heavy D never fell off. You see, that's what people's problem was. He was moved up to president of operations. He ran, Andre Harrell left Uptown because after Andre Harrell fired Diddy, he had to fire him. He was like, man, I gotta fire you, man. You made a big screw up. When he did Jodeci Gotta Love and spent that money and they told him not to do it, Puffy loved the song so much, you know, he had a vision. Like, no, man, this is it. I'm telling you, this is it. It's gonna blow, Puff. That's too much money to spend, and that ain't the right song. So, Puff went and shot this video, spent up a lot of money for the video, And the song didn't really do anything on the chart. And Andre said, oh, come meet with me in my office. Puff knew he should have known. Andre was gone for the weekend. He came back on that Monday and fired Puff. I gotta love. Bad choice. So that didn't work out. So he went to Bad Boy, started his own thing with Clive. Clive gave Puffy a chance. Now, Andre Harrell was moving up from Uptown Records because of the success of Jodeci and all these other groups. He was ready to move up from Uptown and head all the way up to Motown. They put him in charge of Motown Records now. You know, Berry Gordy was gone, sold Motown. So now the corporation owned it. And that was it. They was putting Andre Harrell in charge. He went from Uptown to Motown. He put all this advertisement in the magazines. Him there with a stogie sitting in the chair. From Uptown to Motown. He was really bragging. He was there for about a year before he got fired. Now, when he left, Heavy D was the one putting up the records. You know, he was Waterbed Hev at that point. He was just strictly Heavy D at that time. And then he moved in the position of president of Uptown Records. Hev had hits. I wonder if LB's here. It's probably too early for LB. But I remember I told you I was going to take him to the sneaker thing in the mall on the live stream yesterday. Yeah, they got some Bears players in here, Chicago Bear players. You know, they didn't pull it up. They got the super stretch limo. People coming up here to buy shoes, baby. They gotta have them shoes. No, the record business changed at that time. You know? So when the business started to change, so did the times. You know, people in there started to change. Yeah, Hev was something else, man. He was somebody to be respected. That's what made him so great. Is that he didn't take no stuff from people, but he was a peacemaker. You know, he was somebody that was connected everywhere. You know, but that was the one time he had to check Puff. He checked Biggie one time too. That was a spot at the used to be a nightclub in Chicago, not Chicago, New York, called the Warehouse. That was like the first hip hop, like big nightclub, like the Tunnel. The Warehouse was it. They used to take your Polaroid pictures and put them up on the walls. Puff used to have to, I mean not Puff, but Hev used to have to check people who got disrespectful. You know, he was borderline running the joint. Nah. People how to be men, you know. When you teach people how to be men and how to be responsible artists, you know, some people get money for the first time. You seen them. They get money for the first time in their life, they go crazy. They feel like it's got an expiration date or something. They got to spend it all up. They can't, they don't know how to move. They don't know how to sit still, the whole nine. Well, it's never bad to put some of your money in the stock. Well, that's why when Puffy blew up, he made sure he hired Andre Harrell working at Bad Boy. One, Andre was a friend of his that gave him the opportunity. Plus, it's another way to hold it over somebody's head. Like, you work for me now. Imagine hiring the person that fired you. Oh, that's got to be a whole new type of situation for you. Are you hiring the dude that fired you? Nah, man, I'm good on that. Appreciate it, though. Oh, man. Well, back in those days, dudes, you had to get your check in the mail. You know, there wasn't no direct deposits. You got your checks normally on a Tuesday. And it come right in the mail. That Tuesday, that check come right in the mail from the record company, and you get paid. Now, depending on where you are, or how, or what part of how you're getting paid is gonna work. Some people have record deals where they're getting paid 3 cents a record, 2 cents a record. I done seen people get paid 1 cent a record. People had to go into arguments and renegotiation. I remember it was Mariah Carey had to renegotiate just so she can get $1 on her CDs. For each CD sold, she got $1. She had to negotiate that because her other contract wasn't allowing her to do that. So yeah, so artists make their money doing shows. Back then, there was no real 360 deals at all. So whatever you made, you got to keep 100%. Now it's up to you to pay your taxes on it, but you got to keep that money. That was all you. And rolling out, you got to keep your money. Back then, guys was getting, the average rapper was getting $2,500 a show, performance, unless you was top tier. Like Run DMC, they getting paid 12 G's a show to 15 G's a show, depending on where they are. Because they were top list, top notch. Now, some artists is coming out, they was getting $2,500, and if their album does well and the request is well, then they move up to doing 10 G's a show. And it was some artists doing 10 G's a song. So they were only paying for one song. They'd be like, we'll pay you 10 G's a song. And you going, great. You think you gonna do like 4 or 5 songs? They're like, no, we only need one song. Ticket prices was like $16, $12 then in certain places, the venues. There wasn't a lot of people like letting rap artists perform in a place because they feel like rap artists gonna tear it up because there's no insurance. You know, when a rock concert happens, they had insurance. If somebody gets hurt at a concert, they got the ambulance there. You know, there was none of that at hip-hop shows until recently. You know, now that you have drinking, now that it's more popularized. Before that, that didn't even take place. You would never see that. So, staying up on the current events, you know, it's like remembering the times and bridging the gaps, old school to new school to now. Now I couldn't tell you who the best rapper is, and we used to rush the stores, listening to all the new joints. We got the Buster CD. different. Dude, we were overloaded with records. Now it'd be like one artist is dropping tonight at midnight. No buzz, no nothing. Just totally flat. It's crazy. Well, life moves like that. It moves fast, but it repeats. I remember I told y'all in one of my videos, I said, go look at Salt and Pepper video, Shake Your Thing, and look at what Salt and Pepper wearing in that video, and tell me that ain't happening right now today. They wearing the same clothes. Oh yeah, I got something special coming on the Patreon and for the VIP. Something that could save y'all lives. Yes, sir. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah, they following me on Twitter, so they talking about sending an alert when it airs and premieres. Should tie into a lot of different, should turn, about at least 2 or 3 different movies. Because all of these are setups for films. So, you get tied in and see what's going to happen. Man, this music is brutal. I'm up and get through this play. Just like when I walked out that store, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to this. I gotta be up out of here. Oh man, I'm used to it. I am so used to it. Oh, 100%, man. So, oh, they must have just opened up. Here we go. This is what I tried to show LB. They must have just opened up. Oh, man. Let's get it. Here, tell them where you guys are located. The whole nine.
Soul Seeker, 6170 West Grand Avenue, Gurney Mills Mall, entrance J.
All right, come ask
holler
him,
at
Jay.
us.
Come holler at him. You got
We got
everything you
everything.
need.
And if we don't got it here, we could get it within 5 to 7 days.
5 to 7 days, they can get it for you. Come on up here.
B-long base.
Right, LB already know you coming. I don't know if they got your size, man, but this is what's up. You can get them for $275. They got the ones I like, the purples. They just not in my size. I would have copped those right there. These are the ones. But this is what I'm talking about. You gotta get up here, man. Y'all gotta get here, LB. You got to get here. I don't know, well, not LB, but all the other people that's in the area. Y'all gotta get here. They got all the shoes. Soul sneakers. Oh, the ones I put up to the screen? Those are the ones I like. The ones with those purple. I'm like, oh, those are sick. But them LeBrons, I had to put those down. Oh, damn, they done opened up an arcade game room. Okay. That's what's up. Yeah. Man, look at all those shoes, dog. You got. That's crazy. Clippers at 7. Oh, you know it. Ooh, wee. Uh-oh. There's a baby mama alert. I might have to get up with old baby mama over there. Baby mama was looking kind of nice. She got one that's about 5 or 6. So that means she can help out with the shorty in the stroller. We good to go. We need some new hood stories. That would definitely be it. All right, let me get out of here, man. I'm gonna holler at you.